Now, if you've never seen the Harlem Globetrotters, you've been missing out. Their games are a combination of basketball, but also comedy, tricks, and just a general good time. Now, the team is coming to the Palace next month. Tickets are on sale now. And joining me to talk about what you'll experience, the show, and give you a sneak preview of what you might see during the show is Buckets Blake and Zook McClurkin. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
And Buckets, I want to start with you. How long have you been on the team?
Well, this is my 13th season.
Wow.
Yes.
And how did you make the team?
Well, I had just finished playing ball in Europe, and 2 days removed, actually, one of the scouts gave me a call. They sent me on a 10-day contract because they were still in season, signed me after 6 of those 10 days, and here I am in my 13th season.
All right, and I trust you're still having a good time.
Definitely. Getting a chance to see the world. I've been to 75 countries since I've been on the team.
Now, did you watch the Globetrotters as a kid?
I seen them live one time when I was 5 years old, and then after that it was Scooby-Doo and Wide World of Sports.
I remember them on Scooby-Doo as well. They had Curly on there all the time.
Definitely.
All right, and Zeus, so this is your first year with the season.
Yes, it's my first official season, but 5 years ago I actually used to play against the Globetrotters for the Washington Generals.
Oh, yeah. Now, did they give you a hard time about that?
No, they don't. I mean, I made it over. They got tired of me dunking on them, so.
Oh, right. So if you can't beat them, join us. Let's get that guy on our team. Were you a fan of the Globetrotters growing up?
Actually, my first Globetrotter game I ever saw was the one that I participated in. Wow. But after I saw it and I participated, I was hooked after that.
Now, what's it like? It's literally one of the most famous basketball teams in the world and
Definitely.
one of the longest running. What's it like being a Harlem Globetrotter?
You know what? It's a great experience. You know, you can travel all over the world. I just mentioned that I've been to 75 countries. We are the home team everywhere we go despite language barriers, and I love it. You know, the Globetrotters, this is our 89th consecutive season coming up, and, you know, we introduced the game of basketball to places around the world that didn't have any running water, any electricity. They used to fly with the basketball court, put it together and play in places like that. So now, you know, being the newer generation, when we get to those places, they accept us with open arms.
And what's the most remote place you've ever been?
The most remote place I've ever been?
Well, the place that's most special to you.
You know what? I've been, Dubai, it's beautiful, the architecture, but to see the desert like that, it's like their little Shangri-La. You know, you got the largest indoor ski resort. We went to a 7-star hotel with 18,000 square feet of gold inside, like all the light fixtures and whatnot.
I'll never get there unless I'm a Harlem Globetrotter. Can you teach me a trick?
Yeah, hey, you want to spin it? Here.
There it is.
That's the only way I'm ever going to be able to do that. If there's a scout looking, look what I can do. All right. You know, how much, you guys obviously are great basketball players. You guys played in college, and you said you played professionally in Europe.
Yes.
How much practice do you guys do every day?
Every day we practice about 1 hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours before our games. We want to be as perfect as possible for our fans because you never know whose first Harlem Globetrotter game is going to be. And you want those kids that heard the stories from their parents and grandparents to have the same experience that the parents and grandparents had. So we make sure we're as perfect as possible, and that's why we practice so much. That's 310 games, by the way, from December 26th to late April.
And Zeus,
yes.
What if some of the kids said to you, this is your first season as a Globetrotter, what has it been like to look at those kids and see them now that you're in a Globetrotter uniform?
Oh, it's a big difference. I remember playing for the Generals, going for a high five to a kid one time coming out, and he hit me like, whoop!
Oh, man.
So now, you know, now I'm a Globetrotter. I walk up to them and I go, hey, what's up, little buddy? And they still give me a little high five, so that's a little gross, but it's a big difference. I mean, this team that I play for now, it's you know, like Bucket said, this is one of the best basketball experiences I've ever had. We work on just putting smiles on kids' faces everywhere we go.
Well, show us some of those tricks and show us how you put a smile on some of those faces.
All right, well, I just kind of start out like this, or like that. There we go.
Hey.
And
you know, usually a little Sweet Georgia Brown is playing. But, you know, I've heard it so many times, it's in my head as soon as I touch the ball.
Oh, okay. You're not going to sing it for us?
Yeah, well, it's actually a whistle, but we don't whistle and play at the same time because we might pass out. So we just let them play it over the loudspeakers. You know how that goes.
But I think most people know that Harlem Globetrotters song without a doubt. Look at that. And if you want to see more of this, well, it's easy to do. You can get tickets, and these guys will be at the Palace. You can see right there, January 2nd at 2 o'clock. Tickets are on sale now, and you can go to HarlemGlobetrotters.com, or, of course, no doubt you can call the Palace box office, and look at that. These guys are great. Thank you so much,
No
Buckets
problem.
and Zeus. You guys have been a real blast. Thanks a lot. When we come back,